would take a 12-ounce soda. This is no lie. They call it cold drink. They would take that 12-ounce soda and divide it between them. That meant that each one of them drank 6 ounces. I saw them get an orange and split it in half. But when my grandmother died, she had over $2,000 in her wallet. We found out they had 2 bank accounts, one over $60-some thousand and one over $30-some thousand. We were blown away by the money that they had saved from drinking that 12-ounce pop. Spitting that orange. Look, we used to laugh because they had that little coffee pot on the stove. That coffee pot never run out. I don't care how many times I saw somebody go get a cup of water. That one little pot of grits, we all ate out that grit pot. But them people had money. When I thought about that, I said they were entrepreneurs. We didn't even know that. So really, I started thinking about that. I was like, wait a minute now. If my grandmother and them had something, they left all of us $2,000 and her children, they beat us. They only gave us $1,000, you know. I got to leave my children something. That let me know I got to do something a little bit different. How many of you all thought about that your parents should have been in better shape so you've been in better shape? Guess what your children said? The same thing about you now. They want you to be in better shape so they can be in better shape. Come on now. Come on. We got to look. That means that I got to leave my children more than $1,000. Because my grandmother left me $1,000. Right. So in doing that, it's not just going to happen. I got to plan.
That's right.
I got to intentionally move toward that. I got to be talking to my children. Now, don't get me wrong. You can talk to them knuckleheads sometimes over and over and over, and they'll take somebody else's advice over yours. I'm on that side. I raised them children. You know, they all grown. And sometimes I looked at them and I was like, what household did y'all grow up in? Where you learn that from?
Right.
You ain't never saw us go to the pawn shop. You ain't never saw us go to a payday loan. You may have saw us lay away. You might have saw us save. You saw us hustle or something, you know? But at the same time, you still have to make them do it. Just like you make them brush their teeth, you have to make them do what's right.
That's right.
See, in my household, it wasn't, once we got born again, all our children that was born after we were born again, all they know us as Christian. We never told them, you got to go to church.
Right.
We got up and went to church. So guess what they did? They got up and went to church. Even when we wasn't home, even when we was at the prison, they would go to church. Even when my children was cutting up, guess where they still would be? In church. In church. Why? Because that's what was modeled before them.
That's right. That's right.
That's all they know to do.
Right.
So in doing that, we have to make sure that we're leaving something that even if it don't look like they're using it now, at some point, they're going to go back and retrieve it. I remember one time my daddy, he didn't say a whole lot, but when he said something, he would be really saying something. And I told him, he was talking about, my mother used to say this, I did the best that I can do. And I said, Mother, have you ever thought about maybe the best that you can do still wasn't your best?
Right.
You're saying that. But now that I'm adult, I see some little holes in that thing.